There's probably no word in the English language more powerful, more tempting, and honestly, more dangerous than the word free. It's like this emotional hot button that just completely bypasses our logical brain. So let's dive into this and see exactly how this one little word is used to manipulate our decisions and, yeah, drain our wallets.
Okay, picture this. It's late, you're doing some online shopping, and you find a shirt you actually need. Great, it's 42 bucks. You add it to your cart, you head to checkout, you're ready to pull the trigger.
And then you see it, that dreaded $7 shipping fee. All of a sudden, the whole purchase just feels wrong, doesn't it? That $7 feels like you're just setting money on fire. But wait, right next to that annoying fee, you see the magic words, an offer that just makes your brain light up. And you think, hey, I'm smart. I'm not going to pay for shipping. I'll just toss something else in there to get over that $50 mark.
So what is the smart move here? Is it to just grit your teeth and pay the shipping fee? Or is it to go hunting for another item to get that free shipping? I mean, come on, you've been in this exact spot 100 times. Let's really break down what's happening. What you're feeling right then and there is something called the zero price effect. It's a well-documented, let's call it a glitch in our human operating system. The second we see the word free, our rational brain just kind of short circuits. We stop weighing the pros and cons and we start acting purely on emotion. And what's so fascinating about this is the work from behavioral economist Dan Ariely. He proved that while the difference between 2 cents and 1 cent is, basically nothing in our minds, the jump from 1 cent to 0 is this massive psychological chasm. Free just feels completely different than just plain cheap. So let's look at how this little brain glitch gets exploited in the most common place we see it, our online shopping carts. All right, let's do the forensic accounting on that shopping trip. You go back, you find a $12 pair of socks you kinda sorta don't need to get that free shipping. Now just look at the raw numbers. To avoid a $7 fee, you ended up spending an extra $5. You literally paid the company $5 to take more of their inventory off their hands. And this quote just brilliantly nails the reality of the situation. You think you're being savvy, that you're beating the system, but what you're actually doing is working for the company for free. They've tricked you into increasing your own order value and helping them move extra product. It's the exact same logic with those buy one, get one free deals. I mean, it sounds like a 50% discount, right? But is it really? If you only needed one item in the first place, you haven't saved 50%. No, you've just spent $50 to solve what was originally a $25 problem. BOGO is almost never about value for you, it's about clearing out inventory for them. Okay, let's shift gears because the stakes get so much higher when free moves out of your shopping cart and into the world of finance. You've definitely seen these 0% interest offers. They sound amazing, like free money, but they are an absolute minefield. Because buried deep in the fine print is a nasty trap called deferred interest. So let's say you buy a $2,000 sofa. You're responsible, you make your payments, but if you've even one single dollar left on that balance when the promotional period ends, the trap is sprung. And here is the absolute horror movie twist. You are suddenly hit with a bill for all the interest you would have paid from day one on the entire $2,000 purchase at some insane penalty rate like 30%. That's a $1,200 penalty for being 1 day late with $1 left. And here is the most crucial and kind of cynical point of all. The financing company isn't betting on you to succeed. They are actively betting on you to fail. Their entire profit model is built on something called breakage, which is just the statistical certainty that a percentage of people will slip up because, well, life happens. Your failure is literally their business plan. Now let's take this idea and see how it applies to the digital world, where it feels like almost everything is free. You've probably heard this old saying from Silicon Valley, right? When you're using a free app or a free email service or a free social media site, you are not the customer. You are the product that's being sold to their real customers, the advertisers. So this slide here really breaks down the actual transaction that's taking place. You get a fun game or a useful tool. Okay, but in exchange, you're giving away your personal data, your attention, your privacy. And that data has real monetary value. It's used to decide everything from the ads you see to maybe even your insurance rates or credit offers. And then, of course, there's the free trial, which is basically the vampire of the subscription economy. Companies are banking on our inertia. They know, statistically, that once you've put in your credit card, you're probably not going to remember to cancel. They are literally monetizing your forgetfulness, turning that free trial into a recurring charge you never even wanted.
So, okay, that's a lot of doom and gloom. After seeing all these traps, how do we fight back? How do we build an immunity to this powerful lure of free?
Here are 5 new rules you can use to build up that immunity. 1. Always calculate the total price you're paying, not the imaginary savings. 2. For anything that's not an absolute necessity, use a 24-hour waiting period. Just sleep on it. 3. Just say no to deferred interest. Always pay with cash or just don't buy it. 4. Treat your data like it's cash, because to these companies, it is. And 5, and this is the big one, remember that you have the ultimate power, the power to just abandon your cart and walk away. Really, when it comes down to it, the single most powerful weapon you have against all these marketing tactics is simple patience. The free trigger wants you to have an instant emotional reaction. By just pausing, just waiting, you give your logical brain a chance to get back online and analyze the real cost. So the crucial takeaway is this: 3 is almost always a lie. It's a marketing gimmick that someone somewhere has to pay for. And 99% of the time, that someone is you, whether it's through higher prices, hidden fees, or your own personal data. The goal should be to find real value, not just freebies. So I'll leave you with this one question to take with you. The next time you see that 4-letter word light up your screen, just stop for a second and ask yourself, what is the real price I'm about to pay for this?